Hello everybody, and welcome to my side porch again. I'm so glad that you're here to join me on this Saturday. Today we are reading the first half of chapter 7 and we'll read the rest of it on Monday. A lot of times in the Gospels we see Jesus against the Pharisees, and the Pharisees trying to catch Jesus in this "I got you" moment. And here the Pharisees are complaining about the way that Jesus' disciples wash their hands or do not wash their hands. And it's not just like washing your hands before you eat, but the whole ritual cleansing that they're supposed to do. I can still remember when we were in the Holy Land before when we were going up to the Wailing Wall, there was all of these stations with little cups, tin cups, where the Jewish people were supposed to purify their hands before coming up to before going up to the wall, and also in the bathroom. There were the regular sinks, but then there are these sinks where you were supposed to pour the water on you to purify your skin. Anyways, Jesus says, no, it's not about how you follow these rules and if you do everything exactly how you're supposed to do. That is not the thing that makes you a follower of or a godly person. What's really important is what you have in your heart, and we see what's in your heart by the actions that you take, the words that you say, the things that you do. He says the food that goes through you is not what makes you impure, because in that time they were really caught up in clean food and unclean food, because that just goes straight through your system. But the things that you have in your heart and that come out of your mouth, those are the things that can make you impure. Those are the things that can show what's really going on inside your body. And this, when I read this, every time I read this section, I think back to when I was the children's director, and we always, at the beginning of camps, I almost always did this devotion, like the teacher's kids camp, or basketball camp, because there was a lot of time when the kids were going to kind of be one-on-one with each other or in groups with each other and have free time. And so I always did this devotion about toothpaste, and how I asked somebody to come up and squeeze the bottle of toothpaste out onto the plate. And, they love to do that. So they come out and they squeeze the bottle of toothpaste out. And then I say, okay, everybody, now I want us to get all of this toothpaste back into the toothpaste bottle. And sometimes I even would give them tongue depressors and have the children try to actually put the toothpaste back in the toothpaste bottle. And if you've ever tried this, you cannot. Toothpaste cannot go back into a toothpaste bottle. It is impossible. There's always you might get a little bit in, but there's tons smeared on the popsicle sticks, tons smeared on the plate, all over the kids, everywhere. And I tell them that the toothpaste is like our words that come out of our mouth. Once they come out of our mouth, we cannot put them back. To just remind the children that we really need to think about what we say before we say it, because we can say very nice and loving things with this, but we can also say mean and hurtful and hateful things that are going to really cut somebody else with this mouth of ours. And it was always just a great reminder for the children. And I think it's a reminder for us as adults too, that we can spend all day long trying to do the right thing. But what really shows where our heart is the words that come out of our mouths, and also the actions that we perform in our lives. Are we doing things with our mouths and with our hands and our feet to be Jesus to the world, or are we using these parts of our body that God gave us to be selfish, to be lazy, to be self-absorbed, to say hurtful things, to do hurtful things? And so that's where I feel like Jesus was trying to direct the Pharisees. It's not in being able to follow every single rule that there is, but it's really in how you walk the walk. It's really in how you live your life. So that's all I have today. Do spend a little bit of time thinking about the things that come out of your mouth or the things that you do with your hands and your feet, and see what Jesus might say about those things in your life. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.